If you want better schools in your community and you're a black person, you're actually MAGA. If you want better jobs for you and your children, you're actually MAGA. If you want stronger families, better prenatal care, better maternal care for black women and black babies and black families, you're actually MAGA. Why? Because all those things make America great. Our problem as black folks is we think that we have to accept somebody else's definition for what things are. And we think we allow for things to be stolen, taken from us, but we don't steal things. What's something that was stolen and hijacked from us? The term woke. Woke used to be the conscious brother, then it turned into kind of like the conscious community and Hotep community, right? The quote unquote like Dr. Umars and them and this, that, and the third. And then all of a sudden it got turned into LGBT focused kind of thing that white media, white America kind of took on. So if you were woke, it was like when white folks use woke, it's like that's not even what it actually means and what it's supposed to mean. So why don't we as black folks take over MAGA? And you might be thinking like, well, man, that's stupid. MAGA's for racists and this, that, and the third. Bruh, you live in America and you ain't leaving. And you wanna know why you ain't leaving? Because you're too poor to leave. You're too poor and you're too ignorant to leave. You're too poor, you're too poor to leave. You're too ignorant to figure out how to leave. You don't have a passport. If you do have a passport, you don't own a business or work for a company that allows you to work remote. And 3, you really ain't got the cojones to actually step out and go and try to figure it out in a whole nother country. You don't got the cojones to be an immigrant in somebody else's country, especially in a country where people look like you, because then you're gonna realize just how difficult that immigrants have it. You're gonna realize how difficult immigrants have it, and also you're going to see some of the privileges that you have as being an American, especially being in African countries. Some of the privileges and some of the disadvantages you have being an American, a black American in African countries. Since you ain't got the cojones, you're too poor and you're too ignorant and ain't got the cojones to leave, you might as well focus on where you're at right now and make your community great, make your family great, make yourself great, then make your city great, then make your state great, then make America great. But guess what? We allow for others to dictate to us what things should be. We allow for the elite. Like one of the things that has gotten black America in trouble is that mainstream media only allows for it's controlled opposition. They'll allow black voices in the room, but they really monitor what those voices are saying. And I would have to say that probably right now, one of the most radical voices that we have that has been on mainstream media would probably be between Teslin Figaro and Mark Lamont Hill. And that's it. Right? Michael Eric Dyson, of course, I don't really consider Michael Eric Dyson a radical, but I do consider him a public intellectual, black public, to be respected, right? But like, to be 100% honest with you, like, folks who are able to articulate the needs and concerns of the community and are respected by the people who are willing to put in work for their community. There's a couple other names. It's crazy having been in that world and knowing like the backstories of some of these folks and some of the folks that you think are revolutionaries. Really, some of these folks are bought and paid for and you don't even know it, which is okay, but it would be nice to know. But yeah.